In brief, could you please introduce yourself?
Very good afternoon. Okay, myself a veteran. I'm retired Wing Commander Rakesh. And at present I am Akila Technologies. Akila Technologies is a company run by maximum of the veterans, which come from Air Force, Navy, and Army. And this company was set up in 2019 with the aim of under Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, to give. Since we come from the service background, we know what are the problem statements, what do the services need about it. So primarily we are a group of product engineers wherein we try to find the solutions, innovative solutions under Make in India. We are 4 years old, and I'm the the company director is a Air Commodore Ajay Rathore, who's a Su-30 pilot, and I myself come from electronics and communication background, served for around about 20 years in Indian Air Force in the technical branch. And about Akila Technology, we are the first company in this country to give anti-jamming and spoofing solution for
And
the anti-jamming and spoofing solution for the GPS. That was our first product, which has already been integrated to the Indian Air Force fighter platform in a matter of 3 years, with indigenization content of more than 70%. We have not only developed the product, the receiver, we have also integrated it. After that, we are the only company in the whole ecosystem which has developed the anti-jamming and anti-spoofing solution for the GNSS system. When I say GNSS, we give protection for the IRNSS also.
for the what?
For the IRNSS, that is our regional navigation satellite in L5 and S band. We are based out of Noida. We started very small in a single room. Now we have around about 20,000 square foot area in Noida with two dedicated labs for the GNSS. With IIT Namaskar was when it was set up, and it was made the core hub for the GNSS technology per se. So we got associated with the IIT Tirupati Namaskar. Last year we had a 3 days conference with the directors of IIT Namaskar, and we have been virtually incubated with IIT Tirupati. So in short, that is what is.
How does it feel like to be a team who has worked with the government or in army, very patriotic, and now you're coming and working as a private player?
Okay. So I will say I think we should the particular should be government is a very big spectrum. We come from the services background.
Defenses.
Defense services.
Defense service.
So they have a much more peculiar characteristics, and when you're serving and when you're working for around about 20-25 years, it goes into your veins. We join at the age of 18, and then we come out, we are 45, 46. So few of the value system, it goes into the vein. And when you come onto the private sector, so frankly speaking, I will say we have to unlearn many things, and we have to learn many things.
What were the things you had to unlearn?
This is a good question, but I will be straightforward. The thing is that unlearn is for what when we come outside is that respect to the time. When we are in defense, if the timing is given at 7:20, by 7:15 we are tuned to, we will be there. When we come outside, this is what is the biggest we have to. That is one. Second thing, what we unlearn is the it is the in defense where when we are working with the co-worker, with the senior, with the juniors, everything there is so much of integrity. Everything is taken as a face value. If he has said I need not to go, or any of them need not to go into the papers, and once he has told, it is taken as a gospel truth. When you come into the civil, it's not like that. So you have to unlearn that when the person, if what he is speaking, so you have to, find out actually what does he means. So these are the two things which we have to unlearn. Okay. Now learning is that I'll say since we are in a private sector, it is everyday war. The fog
Everyday
of
war.
it is everyday war. Uncertainty is every time, everywhere. So these are the I see the two major differences when we are transiting.
Usually in the army, people are like, okay, tenure ho gaya, now we'll just retire and pension to
Yeah,
aate rahega.
correct.
But you took a plunge into the private,
Yeah.
that too into a startup.
Correct.
Why?
Good question. This is a lot of people who have asked me the thing. One thing was the ecosystem got changed in 2015 onwards. Make in India. Earlier also Make in India has come, but 2015 onwards, the Make in India was the IDEX changed a lot of things. IDEX changed. It gives the startups much what you say. I will not say the shorter route, but the optimum route. To develop the technology. The ecosystem change. That was one thing. Second thing was there. The economy was booming. There was the VCs came into funding was not an issue. This thing. So there are a lot of veterans now. When initially they used to leave, there was the domain knowledge what they have gained. That cannot be used. Because there was no ecosystem for the private sector. So now that since ecosystem is there, whatever the domain knowledge, experience, expertise, so that can be used. Now coming on to why I choose the startup. To be very frank, before raising this Akila Technologies, I got the opportunity with the Boeing, okay, and with the even with the Airbus military, this thing. I choose startup for primarily one thing because I think there is a lot of independency in the startup. When I go from a structured organization, I'm going to another structured organization. There is already the process is already there. I have to just follow. But here, whatever unstructured energy was there in me, which I could have added. So the potential to growth, to learn from finance, from admin, budgeting, technology, system engineering, is a vast, because everything you have to do on your own. There is no system. You have to place the system. So, there's much more challenge. That is what, and maybe abhi bhi kuch bacha hua tha andar. So that's what I took the plunge. And to be very frank, after 3.5 years, I'm very happy that, I have raised this team from 2 people. Now we are around about 21 people. We have given wonderful product, and we are growing at a right pace. So it's a good journey.
I would like to know about association of Akila with IIT Tirupati's Navishkar iHub Foundation.
That's a really good question. See, we went into the GNSS domain. Now, why did we go? The reason there is a inside Admiral was talking, you need to know why you want to do it. Why only this technology? The basis of our decision during the Kargil, even though we have the precision bomb, but since the GPS solutions were degraded, by the US, so
basically they just pulled the plug. You cannot use GPS.
We were able to the resolution of the GPS signal. They reduced it. They degraded it. Okay, so there is a vulnerability, and at present, you name any weapon platform, whether it's a sea or ground, air, missiles, they use GPS. So it is the biggest vulnerability. You have seen in Ukraine and Russia war, the biggest vulnerability has become on the internet. So this is the way. So we thought of, if we give protection, that is going to be there. So we started with the IIT Navishkar, the Tirupati, the government basically started, each and every IIT was given one core technology, one core. You will be the henceforth anything which is related to the GPS or the GNSS navigation, you are the core. So it was, naturally we were in the same domain, so we have to get associated with the IIT. So last year their first convocation, not the convocation, first conference was there in a Bangalore, and we approached them, and they were, since because of the work and all, and they invited us, and now we have been associated with them for more than 1 year. We went to them, rather we have gone to them with few of our new thoughts and new technologies, and we want, if they can incubate us. So that process is going on. So basically because there is a umbilical cord between, because of the same type of a technology. So our relationship is going on strong. Yeah.
Why did you think that you should associate with a university instead
Okay.
of just doing it on your own?
So this is again very good question. When I was in services, okay, I got the opportunity in acquisition of the technology, okay, and Boeing's, Lockheed, they were coming in a big way. They were big planes they were doing, and I was the program manager from the Air Force, okay, and the RM at that particular time, Parikar sir, he was visionary. He wanted to tell these big, you need to indigenize, you need to this. So there was one conference in Manek Shah. There at that particular time, the Boeing India, he told, sir, I'm ready to give you the technology. I'm ready to give you. But when I go to the Indian companies, they come up only with infrastructure. But to take the technology, you need skill sets. Unfortunately, the skill set, there is an issue with respect to the skill set. So with Make in India, with so much of happening for last 3 to 4 years, academia has become the most important, I will say, to develop a technology. The reason being, everyone is teaching, schools are teaching, colleges are teaching, IT is teaching, but why, what you are learning, what is the actual product? So that is why I'm a product developer. There is a system engineer, there is an electronics engineer, okay, he's a 3rd year, 4th year, he is doing some projects. I go to him, see, if you're writing a code, if you're working on an algo, if you're designing a board, okay, if you design this way, because this is the end, because these guys, see, they are not knowing whatever they are learning, what is the use, what is the end product. So that is why our association with the academia, with the institution, is now very, very important, because what we are doing is that we are trying to catch hold of the young, just pass out. Good. We bring them, we, work with them, we develop their skill sets as per the industry. So that's why association with the institution is paramount.
So this is as a moral responsibility for the students to benefit.
Of course, it's mutual. It's mutual.
Yeah.
See,
What are the benefits that you get from hiring freshers from university?
The thing is that defense technology, there is automobile technology, there is a communication, there's the thing. Defense technology in itself is unique. Why? Its gestation period is very. This technology gets operated in one of the most stringent environment. It's not like, you're developing a TV or a radio. You're developing a system which has to operate at, 84 degree Fahrenheit, minus 50 degree, at that altitude. It takes time. You need to have a patience. Now, a young engineer who has come from IIT, I have given him a product, I have made him understand, okay, how it is supposed to be developed. He has to be associated with the technology at least for 5 to 6 years. Then only he will be able to see the result. So that is why it is, for me, I need such type of a person. because the end product will take 4 to 5 years. I cannot take a person, okay, he has come with me, he's a software guy, he worked with 2 years and this thing, he got a high package, he moved to, big companies and all. Technology, unfortunately, technology doesn't get developed because we invest a lot of money, time, exposure to develop his skills. And these, to me, it will come after 3 to 4 years.
Right.
And after 2 to 3 years, we have faced all these issues. There are young people, they have learned how to design a patch antenna, how to this thing. And once they learned, and then one day they told, I'm going to Germany. That is so these are the challenges, because skill, getting a engineer or a DSP engineer is a challenge at present in the country, or FPGA engineer. So that is why we see these issues as a breeding ground, to attract the skills. Yeah.
IIT Tirupati in particular, I think they are very forthcoming and very innovative in that way, hosting this seminar.
Correct.
How has been your relationship so far, or what are your views on their approach to things?
We have been interacting with them at least once in a week. One mail is there. This is the way, even though they have been they are conducting seminars all across the, country. For our product, we have been interacting with them at least once or twice in a month. Okay. We are building a strong relationship. Okay. We have come up with new ideas, new products. Okay. And then we are, interacting with the senior leadership, like how the funding can be done, how the product can be developed. We take support from them to reach out few of the, government organization where we still don't have the reach, because they are meeting the senior leadership from the ISRO, from the NIO. So we take help from them. So that's what our relationship is.
What gets you excited about the future?
I am very much excited, to be very frank. The thing is that when you are in services, we have been using all the platforms coming from the countries. The whole life has gone in that one. Now is the time wherein I feel proud. Today my product is flying in aircraft. That is the feeling. So to be very frank, the future in defense is so this thing, and this is the joke which is going on, and it is a fact. There are a lot of time the people, I'll not say the industrials, but the business guys, who are into textile industry. They are producing clothes and all. They come to me. I want to go into defense sector. Yeah, they come because they have the money. It's this thing. So they come to me. So I have to tell them, okay, please understand, defense sector is totally different compared to a normal, You need to have lot of patience. It's slow. And unless and when you love technology, you are passionate about the technology. But yes, its future is bright, frankly speaking. It's amazing. I don't see, I see, इससे अच्छा नहीं हो सकता था इस country के लिए. That's what.
Wow.